Hey everybody, my name is Ed Trevors. I'm an Anglican priest in the Diocese of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. I get to serve in the beautiful town of Shelburne, Nova Scotia, in the awesome parish of Church Shelburne that sits on the ancestral and on the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I give thanks for you every single day. I thank God for the time you spend with me. I thank God that you're praying for me, and I thank God especially for all that you're teaching me in the comments below. I have been trying to record this particular talk forever, and it comes out of a growing anxiety, a growing frustration, a growing fatigue. Now, I'm sure you've all heard of Trump derangement syndrome. Well, I think I got it, but not for the reasons that many people seem to have it. Yeah, I'm tired of all his nonsense, but I'm really tired with all of his exposure. I really am. I'm exhausted by the amount of information that is being presented through the media about him, about this election, about what he may do if he wins, about what he may do if he loses, about everything about his campaign, about his style of governance. Now listen, I'm not saying we shouldn't be aware of all this stuff. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be on top of it. I'm not saying that we shouldn't hold him accountable for the things that we find distasteful. And to be honest, I don't really know how the media could actually go about doing things any different. I have to leave that to them. But what I think I've come to, what I know that I've come to, is that this is my problem. I'm absolutely terrified of what a second term might look like. I am absolutely terrified that if Joe Biden wins, that Donald Trump may try to, quote unquote, steal the election. I'm especially terrified that if Donald Trump loses, that his followers, the people that are huge fans of him, his supporters, that it may actually cause a schism in the United States, that it may cause the United States to break in a way that is never put back together. Now, I recognize these are my fears. I recognize that these fears come because basically I've been told they're possibilities. But I've got to move beyond these fears. Now, I grew up in a town that was filled with mills. We had paper mills, we had lumber mills, we had mills that I still don't even understand exactly what it is that they built. But the Miramichi River, where I grew up, it was loaded with different mills. The pulp and paper industries were huge. And I remember one day I was talking to my father, and we were talking about how so many of these mills were in danger of closing. And he said, you know, whether they're open or whether they're closed, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. And we're just going to have to manage. And I think I was about 17, maybe 18 at the time, and those words have stuck with me for 30 years now. No matter who wins the election next week, no matter who takes control of the Senate, no matter who takes control of the House, no matter what happens in the aftermath of November, the sun's going to come up. No matter what the Electoral College decides, the sun's going to come up. No matter what the Supreme Court in the United States decides to do about the laws that so many people are so nervous about being overturned, the sun is still going to come up tomorrow. Our jobs may change tomorrow. The things that we have to do may change tomorrow. But tomorrow will come. And it'll bring all kinds of concerns, and it'll bring all kinds of worries, and it'll bring all kinds of work. But tomorrow will come. just like today came. In Stoicism, this is a pretty big deal. Don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about today. Focus on the thing you're doing right now. Don't spend your energy on that stuff out there in the future. In psychology, it's the same way. Why are you spending your energy either on the past or on the future? Where you spend your energy is where you're living. Spend your energy right here, right now. Don't waste it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste what you could be doing. Don't waste your energy on something way out there when it could be spent right here, making your life a better life. And Jesus says exactly the same thing. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to come. Worry about today. Today has enough problems. This isn't an uncommon philosophy. This isn't an uncommon instruction. Tomorrow's going to come. Our call tomorrow is the same as it is today. To grow as a person, to be the best person you can be, and to offer yourself to your community to make the place that you live, the place where you are planted, to make it the best possible place it can be. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter who the prime minister is. It doesn't matter who sits on the Supreme Court. This is our job. One other thing. As a person that leans to the progressive side, who follows a carpenter from Judea who leaned to the progressive side, the one thing that I know, the progressives always win in the end. Change always comes. Always. It can't be stopped. We'll experience setbacks. But keep doing your work. Keep doing what you're called to do, and we'll get there. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, and I pray that you'll know the peace of always being in God's presence. And I pray that no matter what comes, when you awake tomorrow and when you crawl out of bed, you'll focus on the things that we are all called to be the best person you can, and to make the place where you live the best place it possibly can be. Amen.